So I'm going to show you how to make a reel using Canva. So once you go into your Canva account, you'll see your dashboard here. There are lots of things you can do with Canva, so you can make whiteboards, presentations, including mobile presentations, which are handy if you are doing things on the go. Social media, all different formats, which I'm going to come back to. Videos. So we've got lots of different templates and formats, and it's formatted for you so that you don't have to find out the size and the format that you need to make it for that particular social media platform. There's lots of editing software within Canva as well. So if you have a video and you want to edit it, you can do that using Canva. Scrolling down, you can see there are templates available to use. So you don't even need to design it yourself. You can just use one of the templates. You can also do print products, so things like mugs, flyers, postcards. You can get them made through Canva, but you can just simply download them if you want to take it to your local printer or supplier. And you can see there's lots of templates there in all of the areas, so you don't even need to design it yourself. You can make websites on Canva, so you can design a website, and there's lots of different themed templates that you can use. But today we're obviously going to go with social media, and we're going to look at making a reel. But in here, again, you can see it's all preset, so you can make Instagram stories, WhatsApp, Facebook covers, TikTok videos. And you can see there's all of the different social media formats for each platform. So I'm going to click here, I'm going to click Instagram Reel. So I'm going to use a template, and because I'm going to do it about Felixstowe, I want it sort of travel themed. Now you can see here that the ones with the crown means it's the pro version. The pro version you do have to pay for. It's not a lot, but there's a small charge, a monthly charge for that. But there are lots of ones, templates and things which you don't need to pay for. So I'm going to choose this one because it's a free one. Now I'm going to click uploads. I've already uploaded my photos, but if you haven't, you just click upload files and you can upload them from your computer. But mine are already uploaded. Once you've uploaded them, they save there, so you don't have to keep re-uploading them. And I'm going to literally drag and drop this photo, and it puts it onto my reel. You can see here that the font is the one which was in the template. You can change that if you want to, but I'm going to go with it because it was the one in the template. I'm just changing the text to suit what I want it to say. I'm going to change the colour because it's not standing out particularly well on my photo, so I'm just going to choose a nice ocean green colour. Now, if you have the pro version as well, you can upload your branded colours so that they're preset in there. But if not, you could just find out what colour it actually is and add it into the colour swatch chooser. So that's my first slide. I'm going to add in my second. I'm going to go over to my photos and choose my photo that I want to use. And again, I'm just going to drag it across and drop it into the slide. Now I'm going to add a different animation to this one. I'm going to put, I want to make a wave because we're going to be by the sea. So you could search for any. Now an animation, some of them are animated already. Some of them are, they're called elements. and they're all different sort of designs and graphics that you can just choose to put into your reels. They're in there, they're available for you to use. You don't have to design them yourself. So I'm going to change the colour because it's not standing up particularly well. I'm going to change it to white. And I'm going to animate it. So I want it to wave across the page. So I'm going to click wipe. I want it to go a little bit slower, so you can slow the speed down on how fast the wipe goes across the page. And there we go. I'm going to choose my third page, back to my uploads, and I'm going to click on the image that I want, drag it across. I'm going to choose a different element this time. I want a starfish, so that was already there. I can pull it across, drag it down, make it a bit smaller because it's a bit big. I'm going to change the colour to white so it stands out a bit more again, and I'm going to animate it. This time I'm going to have it fade in. So I'm going to click fade, and again I'm going to slow it down slightly so that it fades at a slower speed. Onto my next page, drag and drop. Now you can see here it's selected a bit of the image which isn't the ideal bit, so you can just double click and then drag it across to choose the bit of the photo that you want to feature. I'm going to use the wave again. It's remembered what size I used last time, so it's put it in at that size, but I want to make it white again. And I'm going to animate it again, so I'm going to wipe it across the screen so it looks like a wave and just slow the speed down again. Onto the next page, back to my uploads, and I'm going to choose this image, drag it across. Again, it's chosen a bit of the photo that I don't want, so I double click, drag it across to the bit that I would like. Now I want to add an animation onto this one, which is stars. So I'm going to search for stars, and it brings up some elements which aren't animated, and it's bringing up some elements which are already animated. So I'm going to choose one which is already animated. So you can see that the stars are shining or sparkling. And I'm going to drag it up to the top because that's where I want it to be, and put that in there. Now my final page, I want to add my logo and my website. So if you have the pro version, you can have your logos and your branding saved, as I said before. So I can just upload my logo here. You can do it without the pro version. You just upload it as an image. I'm going to add my web address. So I'm going to put a text box in there. Now I want to change the font this time to my branded font. And in my case it is Berthold Baskerville, which I had saved in there already. And I'm going to write my web address. Worth noting though that if you put any links into your reels, they're not live links, so you can't click on them. So there's no need to put HTTPS. You just put your www and the name of your website, because people can't click on them anyway. You can put the only place you can put a live link on your Instagram is in your bio. So live links don't work particularly well on Instagram. It's more about the image. I've added an animation now. I wanted it to fade in, so there we go. Right, I'm going to add some music now. There's loads of free music and you can preview them before adding them in. You can search for music, so if I wanted to put in, like the sea, there's music which is tagged with the sea. You could even put things like waves, so you can just have like sound effects if you want, rather than a piece of music. I'm going to choose this one. Again, there is some pro music. So some's only available in the pro, but there's lots to choose from still if you don't have the pro version. And once you select it, it automatically puts it across your pages to fit the length of your video. Now I want it to fade out on the last slide. So my last slide I can see there on my last page is 5 seconds long. So I'm going to fade it out in the last 5 seconds. You can change that there. And check that it all works okay. So I'm happy with my product. I'm going to rename it so that I can remember what it's called. And I'm going to click share. Now from here, you can either download it and then you can upload it manually onto your Instagram, or you can share it directly. You need to connect your channels to your Canva account, which is easy to do if that's what you want to do, but I'm going to actually download it. And you can choose what format or what file type, but for a video we want MP4. And I'm going to click download, and it saves it to whatever I'm on. So if I'm doing this on the mobile version, it will save it to my phone. And there you have it. So we've got our reel, we've made it using one of the templates, we're ready to upload it, and we can simply upload it to your Instagram account, and then you can add in some copy to go with it and make sure you remember to add in your hashtags. Hopefully you found that really useful, and we're hoping to make some more of these, so keep an eye out. Thank you.